So this is a troubleshooting video with the Integra baby carrier. This video is designed for babies who are old enough not to need the accessory straps, so babies from about 10 to 12 weeks plus. And it's all about how to get it nice and high and nice and tight in a front carry. So you can use this video and these tips and tricks to work with a size 1, a size 2 or a size 3 Integra carrier. So the first thing to think about is where do you want to clip it on your body. The higher it is on you, the lower it will be on your baby, because it goes down before it comes up. So when we position our baby against our chests, just here, if I've got the carrier high up, just underneath my bust here, the carrier is not going to be very tall on our infant here at the top edge. If I place it very low down, up on my hips, loosen it out, wiggle it down and tighten it back up again, you'll see that because it's low on me, it will be really high on the child. So the top edge would completely cover a child of this size, which is not what we want to do. We always want to keep babies visible and kissable all of the time. So I'm going to go somewhere in between those two extremes and bring the carrier up here. So it's important that the carrier is tightened effectively. A lot of the time, if you pull your hands to the back here and give it a pull like that, it won't tighten up as much, and you'll find that the waistband will slip down when you put some weight inside the carrier. So to make sure it's tightening effectively, I'm going to put it where I'd like it to be, making sure it's level with the ground, flatten it at the front here, and then pull at the back here to get those last little bits of slack out of there. It should feel firm, like it's not going anywhere, but also you want to be able to breathe. That's a bonus. So once I've chosen my level and made sure my carrier is tight enough, I'm going to pick up my little one. Now it's really important with any carrier to put the baby where you want them to be first and foremost, and then use the carrier to keep them there. So rather than popping a baby here and trying to hold the carrier and trying to get the carrier up in between the legs and bounce them down and in, which is hard work, what we're going to do is lift baby quite high onto the shoulder and arm underneath their bottom, give them a wee wiggle so they're sitting down. You can see from the side, knees up, bum down, and holding them underneath the bottom, scoop gently just here. Putting my hand very close to the safety label there and rolling that carrier up onto baby's back. Now that can start to keep the carrier nice and high on your body. So I'm going to place one strap on my shoulder, and I should see that where the pattern meets the black strap, it's nice and high and up on the hollow of my shoulder here, and the same on the other side. And we'd like to keep those two lines level with each other. We'll go back and we'll look at that later on. So now we've got baby where we want them to be. It's important not to lean back. That has two effects. One, it starts to make baby wiggle around because they're laid on their tummies, and two, it makes those straps get really, really far away and hard to find. So standing up nice and straight is a real good tip at this point. Reach around, grab hold of the opposite strap, and instead of pulling it this way, I'd like to pull it down towards the ground before bringing it round to meet its other part, click together, and still holding baby where I'd like them to be. So at no point do I let baby take the weight into the carrier until the carrier is tightened up nice and snug. Pull back, back, and then forwards, level with the ground. And what I can do here is work my shoulder at the same time, so wiggle my shoulder around to make sure it's good. So again, I can see that line where the pattern of the carrier meets the back strap. It's on that hollow of my shoulder, nice and snug there. Now I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. I'm going to take my arm round and pull down towards the ground, just here. Work my shoulder, bring it round to the side, and click just there. Nice and snug. So again, holding baby's weight inside the carrier, backwards pulls, small ones, 1, 2, and then forwards to fit. So straight forwards, level with the ground, and wiggle my shoulder around at the same time. So you can see that both of the places here, make sure the carrier is nice and high, but they're also level with each other, so that if I look down at one side, they should look exactly the same on the other. So our little one has support from the back of the knee to the back of the knee, all the way up to the back of the ear, just there. And you can see these straps here, they're level with the ground. Baby's nice and high, close enough to kiss, give them a nice easy kiss on top of their head. And when they gently push here, they shouldn't feel like they're lifting up or moving any closer to your body. That strap's on my back, the X is nice and low because I was able to pull the carrier down before bringing it round. And you can see the difference in the straps. If I loosen, and I haven't got it quite tight enough, if I loosen it here, the carrier will move up there. Everything starts to look a lot more tipping forwards. The straps move up towards your shoulders. Everything just doesn't look quite right, and the baby feels a lot heavier as a result. So the aim is to lift the baby up, wiggle the straps down, hold on to both ends, move them down nice and snug, forwards to fit, and we've moved it back to the same position. So now you can see we've got a real discrepancy between one and the other. So holding on at both edges, both ends, move it down, 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 just like that. Baby's weight up and forwards to fit. There we go. So that's how to move from a loose carry to a much tighter and higher one, keeping baby nice and snug. I hope that helps.